All right. Well, hi. Will and Wendy are here. Amy we've been chatting a little bit. Nice to see you. Of course, I always have to have a new toy. I've got a new audio board today. In case I don't have anything complicated enough, I just throw in another little thing. So anyway, welcome to Steve's virtual piano bar on a Wednesday. It is 7 o'clock Eastern time, right on time. How about that? Almost right to the second, almost. So I'm just going to jump right in and start singing. And if you have any comments on my new audio board, like if the volume's too loud or something, or too soft, too trebly, just let me know and I'll try to adjust it. It's fun. Okay. One of my favorite jazz artists is Chet Baker. And by the way, I had a nice trip to the UP, and I'll tell you more. I was going to upload a little video of it, and I forgot, so maybe I can do that while we're having my first wine break, which I only have one. So, and Chet Baker did this song so great. I just try to copy him. Time after time, I tell myself that I'm so lucky to be loving you. So lucky to be the one you run to see in the evening when the day is through. I only know what I know. The passing years may show you've kept my love so young and so new. And time after time I tell myself that I'm so lucky to be loving you. Oh, time after time I tell myself that I'm so lucky to be loving you. So lucky to be the one you run to see in the evening when the day is through. I only know what I know. The passing years may show you've kept my love so young and so new. And time after time I tell myself that I'm so lucky to be loving you. So lucky to be loving you. Wow. Jazz. I was thinking about this song earlier. It's a 60s song that I don't know if it was a big hit or not, but it's just a great song. And actually, I see Joyce is here. Hello, Joyce. And maybe Leslie is there on the same on the same computer. I don't know, but hello. Joyce. Hi, Peggy. Peggy's here. I just want to make sure you stick around long enough because I'll do one of our songs, Joyce, after I do this song from the 60s called Stormy. You were the sunshine, baby. Whenever you smile, I call you Stormy today. All of a sudden, that old rain's falling down. My skies are cloudy and gray. Since you've gone away, oh stormy, oh stormy, bring back that sunny day. Yesterday's love was like a warm summer breeze, but like the weather it changed. Now skies are dreary, baby, and it's windy and cold. I stand alone in the rain, calling your name. Oh, your name is Stormy. Oh, Stormy. Bring back that sunny day. Yesterday's love was like a warm summer breeze, but like the weather it changed. Now skies are dreary, baby, and it's windy and cold. I stand alone in the rain, calling your name. Stormy, oh stormy, bring back that sunny day. Ooh, stormy. Stormy. Yeah. Alrighty. And I can get text messages now too because I'm not using my phone as a camera. I see Joyce has already sent me some. All right. Yes, Classics 4. Yes. From Joyce. She knows her music. That's for sure. And speaking of Joyce Dusher and I wrote several songs together, and the one I always do is Out of the Blue. It seems to be the favorite, so I'm going to do that one. And maybe I do it almost every time I perform, but that way I might eventually learn it without screwing the lyrics up. Joyce wrote most of the lyrics, almost all the lyrics, and I wrote most of the music. So. Anne-Marie says hello, hello. Bonsoir. Out of the blue, I found myself walking with you. Out of the blue, I found myself talking with you. Through springtime and summer, I felt a thrall that kept me thinking of you. Out of the blue, life was askew. A smoky mist obscured the view. Dancing with you, laughing with you, I was brand new. Only one kiss cleared all the mist. Then for sure I knew, falling in love with you. Out of the blue. Life was askew, a smoky mist obscured the view. Dancing with you, laughing with you, I was brand new. Only one kiss cleared all the mist. Then for sure I knew, falling in love with you. Out of the blue. Out of the blue. Out of the blue. Out of the blue. Oh yeah, the blue. I got the blues. Song Out of the Blue, written by Joyce Ducher and myself for the future Broadway musical, Space Cadets. Still have a little bit of work to do on the rest of the music for the musical and the script and other things. But other than that, it's almost ready, right? So Ron Bacon is in the house. Hey, Ron, from Sedona. I hear it's hot in Sedona today. I hear it's over 100 in Sedona. And here in Michigan, I'm not even going to tell you. And I wanted to show the movies, and I'm going to do this in steps here while I'm talking. I'm going to email this video clip, which is so cool, of the Upper Peninsula of Michigan and the view of Lake Superior. It's just so outstanding that you're going to want to see this. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to I think I can email it to myself. Can I do that? Or what do I have to do to get it to myself? I can put it to, I can save it to Dropbox. That's what I'll do. And I will call it UP Scene. And I'm going to save that to Dropbox. Then I will next step is, so I don't take too long between songs, I'll download it and I'll show you this little clip of Lake Superior where it was just beautiful. It had been raining for a couple of days, and my son and I went to join my daughter, and she had a campsite on a bluff overlooking Lake Superior that was unbelievable. It was a little chilly. We went swimming in Lake Superior. Of course, Lake Superior is cold, and so we got a little dousing of cold Lake Superior water. I don't have a video of that. I wish I did. So anyway, hello. Anaya is in the house, a birthday girl. We're going to say, everybody's going to sing happy birthday to Anaya. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Anaya. Happy birthday to you. And many more. And how old are you? And I think I saw it on Facebook, but I don't remember. Is it 2 or 3? Or no, she older than that? Oh, anyway, happy birthday to you, Anaya. One of the great jazz standards now that jazz musicians play all the time is called Alone Together, written by Dietz and Schwartz. Howard Dietz and Arthur Schwartz wrote many great, they personify the great American songbook. They have such great songwriting skills. And Alone Together, I remember the version by Joe Stafford, but there are many, many versions of this song. Some of them slow, some fast, some of them half fast. And I'm going to do kind of in between all of those and do with the lyrics. Jazz musicians, of course, jam on it instrumentally really kind of fast. I'm going to slow it down just a little bit, and so you can get the lyrics of this great song by Howard Dietz and Arthur Schwartz, I think from 1933. And it was written for a musical, of course, that didn't go anywhere. And there's a lot of songs like that. Written for the musical Bum Da Da Dum Dum, which never went anywhere. It's very hard to write a musical, as Joyce Dusher and I found out. It took us several years to finish a script to a musical we wrote called Raison d'être. So Alone Together by the great lyrics by Howard Dietz, music by Arthur Schwartz. I just realized this is in the same key as Out of the Blue, the song I just played. Slow it down a little bit, Steve. Yeah. Alone together, beyond the crowd, above the world, we're not too proud to cling together. We're strong as long as we're together. Alone together, the blinding rain, the starless night, we're not in vain, for we're together, and what is there to fear together? Our love is as deep as the sea. Our love is as great as a love can be. For we can weather the great unknown if we're alone together. is as deep as the sea. Our love is as great as a love can be, for we can weather the great unknown if we're alone together. Oh, together, alone together. Alone together. Alrighty, I might have my glass of wine a little early tonight. I don't know. We'll see. So if I can show you this great video of the UP, the Lake Superior, I'm going to try to get it. Let me do another song first. This is because it is starting to be fall. I'm practicing this song. You notice I do this every session now. I'm not only practicing the song, I'm practicing my French a little bit. In French, it's called Les Feuilles Mortes, which means the dead leaves. In English, it's called autumn leaves. C'est une chanson qui nous ressemble, toi qui m'aimais et je t'aimais. Nous vivions tous les deux ensemble, toi qui m'aimais, toi qui t'aimais. Mais la vie sépare ceux qui sont tout doucement, sans faire de bruit. Et la mer effacée sur le sable, les pas des amants désunis. The autumn leaves drift by my window. The autumn leaves of red and gold. I see your lips, your summer kisses, the sunburned hands I used to hold. Mais la vie sépare ceux qui sont morts tout doucement, sans faire de bruit. la mer efface sur le sable les pas des amants désunis, les pas des amants désunis. Yes, the days are getting shorter. Hey, Miles. Miles Green is in the house. Amy, I hope you heard the happy birthday song. Just let me know if you did. That's good. Okay. Oh, and Cynthia is in the house, and she has another song with some French words in it. Stevie Wonder. I might even do a little Stevie Wonder medley. Ma chérie, more pretty as a summer's day. Ma chérie, more distant as the Milky Way. Ma chérie, more pretty little one that I adore. You're the only one my heart beats for, and how I wish that you were mine. In a cafe, or sometimes on a crowded street, I come near you, but you never notice me. Ma chérie, more pretty little one that I adore. You're the only one my heart beats for, and how I wish that you were mine. Maybe someday I'll see your face among the crowd. Maybe someday I'll find your little distant cloud. Ma chérie, more pretty little one that I adore. You're the only one my heart beats for. How I wish that you were mine. La 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 la. 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 Yeah. I'm gonna see if I can get some movies of the UP. Yeah, drove up to the UP to see my daughter camping at 12 Mile. Oh, I'm not supposed to say where it is. It's such a beautiful campground. They want to try to keep it a secret. Can you believe that? Well, I guess I can't blame them. It's really a mind-blowing experience to be on this huge lake that looks like an ocean. And plus, it's cold enough that we had to have a warm campfire just to keep warm. And so let me see if I can get. So how do I do this? Oh, I should know how to do this. Okay. Oh, does that mean I have to do that? This might be a little bit too much for right now, but gosh. Okay. Oh well. Maybe when I'm taking my wine break, as I said before, I can get to it. Okay. Anyway, that's a very beautiful song. Thank you for that request, Cynthia. And another Stevie Wonder song that I just love is from his Songs in the Key of Life album. Pachki. I see us in the park, strolling the summer days of imaginings in my head, and words from our hearts told only to the winds, felt without being said. I don't want to bore you with my trouble. There's something about your love that makes me weak and knocks me off my feet. There's something about your love that makes me weak and knocks me off my feet. It knocks me off my feet. I don't want to bore you with it. Oh, but I love you, I love you, I love you. I don't want to bore you with it. Oh, but I love you, I love you, I love you more and more. We lay beneath the stars under a lover's tree that's seen through the eye of my mind. I reach out for the part of me that lives in you, that only our two hearts can find. I don't want to bore you my trouble. There's something about your love that makes me weak and knocks me off my feet. There's something about your love that makes me weak and knocks me off my feet. It knocks me off my feet. I don't want to bore you with it. Oh, but I love you, I love you, I love you. I don't want to bore you with it. Oh, but I love you, I love you, I love you more and more. We lay beneath the stars under a lover's tree that's seen through the eye of my mind, and reach out for the part of me that lives in you, that only our two hearts can find. I don't want to bore you with my trouble. There's some about your love that makes me weak and knocks me off my feet. There's some about your love that makes me weak and knocks me off my feet. It knocks me off my feet. I don't want to bore you with it. Oh, but I love you, I love you, I love you. I don't want to bore you with it. Oh, but I love you, I love you, I love you. I don't want to bore you with it. Oh, but I love you, I love you, I love you more and more. Oh, we want to say happy birthday one more time because I think she missed the song to Alaya. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Alaya. Happy birthday to you. Oh, I think I pronounced her name correctly the first time I sang happy birthday. Oh. Well, I wish we could have a little exchange of photos and visual. That's why I think in the week after next, I'm going to do my first Zoom concert, and we will be able to have up to 100 people on Zoom. Of course, that we should have plenty of room. But I'm going to give it a try. So, and you're going to be we're all going to be pioneers, or actually many people are doing Zoom concerts. So it won't be a real pioneer, but it'll be pioneer for us. So that's what we got. All right, she's got the biggest smile. And I know she likes Satin Doll, and that happens to be one of my favorite songs too. So, Alaya. A cigarette holder, which wigs me over her shoulder. She digs me out, catting that Satin Doll. Now, baby, shall we go out skipping? Careful, amigo, you're flipping. Speaks Latin, that swinging Satin Doll. She is nobody's fool. I'm playing it cool as can be. I'll give it a whirl. I ain't for no girl catching me. Switcherooty, telephone numbers. You know I'm doing my rumbas with Uno and Latin, my swinging Satin Doll. She's nobody's fool. I'm playing it cool as can be. I give it a whirl. I ain't for no girl catching me. Switcherooty, telephone numbers. You know I'm doing my rumbas with Uno and that in my swinging Satin Doll. And that in my Satin Doll. Alrighty. All right, I think I'm going to do one or two more songs before we have our little musicians break time. And I was thinking, I don't have any requests on the board, but hey, wine time, Miles is saying. I'm going to do one more song, Miles. I think I'll do a Van Morrison song. In fact, speaking of Van Morrison, this is one song I used to perform with Miles when we were at that Italian restaurant in Oak Brook. And all right. Alaya's dancing and smiling. She says, "Thank you, Mr. Steve." All right. I love that. That touches my heart. Thank you so much. So when we're at the Tuscany in Oak Brook, Miles would play piano, and sometimes his vocalist would be late or whatever, or I'd just get up on stage and sing without playing piano. And you got to realize, I'm not used to singing without playing my own piano part. So singing with another piano player was a new skill that Miles helped me to learn at that time. And this is one of the songs we did, Moon Dance. Well, it's a marvelous night for a moon dance. The stars up above in your eyes. How fantabulous night to make romance. Neath the cover of October skies. The leaves on the trees are falling to the sound of the breezes that blow. I try to please to your calling, your heartstrings that sing sweet and low. You know the night's magic seems to whisper and hush. The soft moonlight seems to shine in your blush. Can I just have one more moon dance with you, my love? Can I just make some more romance with you, my love? But I want to make love to you tonight. I can't wait till the morning is come. I know now the time is just right. Straight into my arms you will run. When you call, my heart will be waiting to make sure that we're never alone. Then all my dreams will come true, dear. There and then I will make you my own. Every time that I touch you, just tremble inside. Then I know how much you want me there. You can't hide. Can I just have one more moon dance with you, my love? Can I just make some more romance with you, my love? But it's a marvelous night for a moon dance. The stars up above in your eyes. A fantabulous night to make romance. Neath the cover of October skies. And all the leaves on the trees are falling to the sound of the breezes that blow. And I try to please to your calling of your heartstrings that sing sweet and low. You know the night's magic seems to whisper and hush. The soft moonlight seems to shine in your blush. Can I just have one more moon dance with you, my love? Can I just make some more romance with you, my love? One more moon dance. I just have one more moon dance with you, my love. All right, we got some requested Broadway tune, Gershwin. Gershwin was on Broadway. Oh, where am I? There I am. Gershwin, I think he was on Broadway. I'm kind of guess that he was. But a nice Broadway tune, let me think. You know, back a long time ago when I was a little kid, Andre Previn was one of my dad's favorite jazz pianists. He ended up being a conductor. He conducted the London Philharmonic, I believe. But back when I was a kid, he was doing the jazz tour, and he used to come to the London House in Chicago. And my aunt would go to this jazz club all the time, and she invited Andre Previn to come out to her house in the suburbs to get away from it all, and he almost did. But anyway, he did an album that was a big hit for a jazz album called Jazz Renditions of My Fair Lady. So I'm going to do a little kind of jazzy, little bit jazzy rendition of one of the songs from My Fair Lady. I have often walked down the street before, but the pavement always stayed beneath my feet before. All at once am I several stories high, knowing I'm on the street where you live. Are there lilac trees in the heart of town? Can you hear a lark in any other part of town? Does enchantment pour out of every door, knowing I'm on the street where you live? And oh, that glorious feeling, just to know somehow you are near. That overpowering feeling that any second you may suddenly appear. Oh, they don't bother me, 'cause there's nowhere else on earth that I would rather be. Let the time go by, I don't care if I can be here on the street where you live. And oh, that glorious feeling, just to know somehow you are near. That overpowering feeling that any second you may suddenly appear. People stop and stare, they don't bother me, 'cause there's nowhere else on earth that I would rather be. Let the time go by, I don't care if I can be here on the street where you live. Can be here on the street where you live. Can be here on the street where you live. Yeah. From the Broadway musical My Fair Lady. And that was the biggest song from the musical. I believe it was the most popular. And this interesting story is that Lerner and Lowe wrote the music to My Fair Lady. Was it Lerner who wrote the lyric? Yeah, Lerner wrote the lyrics, and Lowe was the musician who wrote the melodies. And he would usually write the melodies first. And he wrote the melody to this On the Street Where You Live. He never liked it. He was voting for it to be cut from the show. And Lerner said, no, that's a great song. We got to keep it in. So they did keep it in the show. And became a big hit. Andre Previn did write some songs. He wrote He wrote Last Tango in Paris. I believe that's true, but there's another movie theme. See if you can guess this movie theme. And it was written by Andre Previn, I believe. Andre Previn wrote this. Beautiful. The theme from Valley of the Dolls by Andre Previn. All right. Well, I'm going to keep playing. I'm going to play a couple more before I take my little musician break, my musician wine break. I think I can do that. We had a request for some Gershwin, so I'm going to do some Gershwin. This is what I did last time. Let's see if I can find the words to it. Yeah, here it is. And by the way, this is from my CD, which is called Going to Chicago, and I'll do that song later too. But Gershwin did this song, I Was Doing All Right. It's not a very well-known Gershwin song, but it's just a great song that was done by many jazz musicians, including Stan Getz, who had a great version of this. And I also recorded it on my I just said that on my album called Going to Chicago, and it's available. That's what I wanted to say. It's available on my website, sandnermusic.com, if you want to shop or download the CD. Oh, we got to do some Irving Boylan too. We will get to that too. It's hard to say Miles. Who do you think is the better composer, George Gershwin or Irving Berlin? In your opinion, everybody has their opinion. Anyway, George Gershwin wrote this song. I was doing all right. Nothing but rainbows in my sky. I was doing all right. Then you came by. Had no cause to complain. Life was as sweet as apple pie. I never noticed the rain. Then you came by. But now, whenever you're away, I can't sleep nights. I suffer all the day. I just sit and wonder if love isn't one big blunder. But when you hold me tight, I tingling all through, I feel somehow I was doing all right, but I'm doing better than ever now. doing all right. Nothing but rainbows in my sky. I was doing all right. Then you came by. I had no cause to complain. Life was as sweet as cherry pie or apple pie. I never noticed the rain. Then you came by. But now, whenever you're away, I can't sleep nights. I suffer all the day. I just sit and wonder if love isn't one big blunder. But when you hold me tight, I'm tingling all through. I feel somehow I was doing all right, but I'm doing better than ever. I'm doing better than ever now. Yeah. All right. Well, thank you all for being here. Steve's Virtual Piano Bar. I think it's time to take just a little break and have a little. I open up a fresh bottle of. It's called Clos du Bois, if you can see it. And that sounds very French, but it's not. It's a California Cabernet. But we won't tell anybody. And I say this every time, but it's on sale. It's always on sale. And so I'm here I'm just loving this new studio I have, because one among many reasons, I leave my equipment set up, and all I really have to do is bring my laptop in and slip it on here on the table in front of me and plug everything in, and I'm ready to go. I've got, I could take a picture of it and show you, but I've got lights and everything's ready to go. And so a little bit of the Clos du Bois is going to just make me feel like I'm back in my piano bar days. Yeah, those were the days. I played one piano bar in Arlington Heights, Illinois, Sage's. Miles, I wonder if you ever played there. You must have worked for Gene Sage at some point, didn't every piano player work for Gene Sage at one time or another? He's a couple. Anyway, I worked for him night after night for almost 12 years. So let's see if I can open. I've got my Swiss Army knife here. Yeah, I thought so. Hold on. Ooh, did you hear that? And I'm not going to pour it over the keyboard. No, you don't do this over the keyboard. You step back from the keyboard, and then you pour the wine like this, away from the keyboard, right, Miles? Oops, I poured too much. Oh well. So the very few gigs. Just, I'm not complaining. Actually, I kind of like it, although the revenue is an issue. But I would ask if you consider tipping the musician. That's always very helpful. Not necessary, but it's very helpful. The musicians these days, even a small tip is helpful, like $5. And when I'm thinking of the Zoom sessions, and I don't want to put anybody under the gun, but for the Zoom sessions, I'm thinking it'll be just a general flat $5 entrance fee to get into the Zoom session. And well, I'll experiment with it, and I'm open to comments or suggestions too. Yeah, the pump room. Miles, we played a lot of the same rooms. Did you hear that cork pop? Yeah. And so the Chicago days, I remember, I think it was mostly the tail end. Miles is talking about the pump room and Sage's on State Street, which were right near each other. And that was actually an extension of the Rush Street area. It was a little bit north of, that was all kind of one entertainment area. Up North State Street, Rush Street, and a little bit of some of the other streets there, Walton, and then just a couple of blocks west of there was the Wells Street entertainment area. That was maybe a little going on, maybe at kind of the same time. And I tell this story if you want to read my biography, how I got the gig at the Pump Room was through Carolyn Ford, a very fine singer. Miles, maybe you knew her, Carolyn Ford, and she had a sister named Kathy Ford. And anyway, Carolyn Ford hired me to play at the Pump Room, and I was in such a terrible emotional state because I wasn't able to visit my kids who lived in Michigan. I'm living in Chicago. My kids are in Michigan. So I had to make a decision whether to take this job at the Pump Room, and Pump Room was owned by Let Us Entertain You at the time. And I forget the name of the guy who owned Let Us Entertain You, but he offered us a year's contract with my name also on the contract. So I was in effect a duo with Carolyn Ford, and I had to turn it down because I wouldn't have been able to see my kids. So I turned down this great job, moved back to Michigan, and now I have some roots in Michigan. I had lived in Michigan earlier also. Anyway, you can read my bio if you want to know all the dirty details. Go to sandnermusic.com, and on the front page, you scroll down a little bit, you can see read my bio in Chicago Jazz Magazine. So I'm talking here, I'm not even sipping my wine. Rich Melman came in and he thought we were the greatest and wanted to hire us for a year's signed contract. I mean, that's unheard of. I've never heard of a year's contract in a nightclub gig. It just doesn't happen. All right. It's officially a party now. Yeah, and Miles was at Arnie's for 15 years. Where are gigs like that anymore? Can you find a club you can play 15 years? I was at Sage's 12 years. You got me beat there, Miles. And I remember one time I went in to see Kathy Ford, Carolyn Ford's sister, singing at the Pump Room. And there was a guy named Charlie who was a friend of mine, bartender at the Pump Room. And I'm sitting there in my tuxedo because I just got done playing a gig somewhere on Rush Street or whatever. And Charlie says, "Steve, Sinatra's coming in tonight." I go, "Oh, great. Is he going to sing?" "No, he's not going to sing. He's coming in with his Rat Pack, and they're going to sit at a table on the far side of the room there." So about 10 minutes later, this big group of guys comes in, and Sinatra goes off and is sitting at the table right on the other side of the room at the Pump Room. And there were a few people there at the bar that I knew. And one of my friends said, "Oh, I'm going to go get his autograph." So he gets a pen and paper, and he couldn't even get within 50 feet of the Sinatra table. This kind of thug said, "Where are you going?" I said, "I'm going to get an autograph." "No, you're not." So nobody could get near Sinatra when he was sitting there at the Pump Room, and he was just relaxing, having a good time. And then he tipped the band I don't know how much, several $100s, because he wanted his group to stay there a little later and wanted the band to play longer. That's it wasn't the Rat Pack with Sammy Davis and Dean Martin. It was a Rat Pack, one of Sinatra's Rat Packs. So yeah, oy vey, are we old? So the Chicago stories of the music scene. That reminds me of another. Speaking of, I'm thinking of when I'm wearing my tux at all these gigs. Almost always wore a tux at gigs in those days. And maybe I should wear it for my virtual piano bar. What do you think? I should wear a tux? So it was a really hot night, summer night, and I'm walking down I'm literally on Rush Street, walking down the street after the gig. Not even sure where I'm going. I was probably going to go to the Underground Wonder Bar, which is one of those really, late night places. And some guy I didn't even know, "Hey, are you a piano player?" And I go, "Yes, I am." "How did you know?" "Well," he says, "you're wearing a tux and you're walking down Rush Street." And he said, "They're looking for a piano player tonight at Jilly's. The piano player didn't show up because he was sick. So get over to Jilly's and you can get yourself a gig. I go, oh, okay. And I was only about half a block away from Jilly's, and Jilly's is named after one of Frank Sinatra's best friends, I guess. So I walk into Jilly's and I go, hey, you need a piano player? Yeah, just get down over there. So I sat down and I played. I played the night at Jilly's and got paid and everything. Played an extra gig that night just because I was walking down Rush Street in a tux. Yeah, Jilly Rizzo. And the Underground Wonder Bar, yeah. Amy remembers the Underground Wonder Bar. That was an interesting place because it was open late. It was open till as late as you could be legally. They paid the extra fees to be even open even later. So one of my gigs at the Wonder Bar was playing Tuesday nights from 1 to 4 a.m. You can imagine what kind of people would show up at a piano bar at 1 to 4 a.m. on a Tuesday. It was very interesting. Now, Saturday nights was jam session night, and I used to run the jam session there at the Underground Wonder Bar. That would go from 3 to 5:30 in the morning. So the gig didn't even start till 3 in the morning. And we had a jam session there. Those were the days. All right, well, I'm just going to wing it. I'm actually going to do one of my favorite songs. I haven't done a Jobim song yet, and he wrote this beautiful love song called Gingy. It's a beautiful song by Jobim, the same guy who wrote Girl from Ipanema, many, many other great songs. Sky so vast as the sky, faraway clouds just wandering by. Where do they go? I don't know, Wind that speaks to the leaves, telling stories that no one believes. Stories of love belong to you and me. Oh, Gingy, if I only had words, I would say all the beautiful things that I see when you're with me. Oh, my Gingy. Oh, Gingy, like the song of the wind in the trees, that's how my heart is singing, Gingy. Happy, Gingy, when you're with me. I love you more each day, yes I do, yes I do. I'd let you go away if you take me with you. Don't you know, Gingy, I'd be running and searching for you like a river that can't find the sea. That would be me without you, my Gingy. I love you more each day. Yes, I do. Yes, I do. I'd let you go away if you take me with you. Don't you know, Gingy? I'd be running and searching for you like a river that can't find the sea. That would be me without you, my Gingy. Oh, blue skies smiling at me. Nothing but blue skies do I see. Bluebirds singing a song. Nothing but bluebirds, bluebirds all day long. Never saw the sun shining so bright. I never saw things going so right. Noticing the days hurrying by. When you're in love, my, how they fly. Oh, blue days, all of them gone. Nothing but blue skies from now on. Hey, I've got an audience, but no piano sound. Just earphones. It must be weird. See you, Chris. Blue skies smiling at me. Nothing but blue skies do I see. Oh, bluebirds, tweet, tweet. Up in the sky, nothing but bluebirds. And I don't lie. I never saw the sun shining so bright. I never saw things going so right. Noticing the days hurrying by. When you're in love, my, how they fly. Oh, blue days, all of them gone. Nothing but blue skies. Nothing but blue skies. Nothing but blue skies from now on. Irving Berlin wrote that great song, Monumental Standard. Okay, I lost my chat window. I hope nobody's trying to chat with me. There we go. Oh, Ginger's here. Ginger's late, but just in time for the wine. Jill's here. All right. I'm sorry I missed your your chat there briefly because I was checking other things on the internet. So welcome, Ginger and Jill. Yeah, a lot of stories. And the Cubs are leading Cleveland, top of the sixth, 4-1. That's good. Why not? You know, us piano players are used to multitasking in these clubs because if there's Chicago is such a sports town. They've always got a TV on. And when the Bulls were playing, one time the club I was playing at called me up and said, Steve, don't even come in tonight. This is like an important game in the playoffs. It wasn't even the finals. It was like leading up to the finals. I said, well, I could play with the TV sound off, and I'd be happy to play. And they go, no, we don't even want that. We want the customers to play, watch the game with the TV sound out. So don't come in. We're going to pay you. You're going to get paid, but you don't have to come in. I go, those are words you just don't hear very often as a musician. So that was an interesting season when the Bulls won the playoffs in Chicago, and of course they did that 6 times. And one time I was playing at a piano bar, and half of the Cubs teams came in. They didn't say hi to me though. Well, another time the Bulls came in. Scottie Pippen sat right at the piano bar, but I didn't see Michael Jordan there. And Steve Kerr came into a place I was playing once, and Luke Longley, the center for the Bulls, came in, and I got to chat with them a little bit. Richard Dent came into a club I was playing at, the tight end for the defensive end for Chicago Bears. And Jack Brickhouse used to come in. I think Miles met the Bears coach, Mike Ditka. I think Miles and Ditka were friends, weren't you? Didn't you guys hang out a little bit? Anyway, Mike Ditka used to come to some of the. I never saw Mike Ditka, but Ernie Banks. I got to meet Ernie Banks. Chicago's such a big sports town, and sports is, if you're playing piano, there's important sports game on, they'll put it on the TV. I was playing Gene Sage's restaurant was a very elegant restaurant, and he didn't have a TV, and I'm thinking, well, the World Series is on, but I guess I just won't, I'm going to be working tonight, so of course it won't be on TV at the bar, but sure enough, he brings in a TV, sets it on the bar, and he plays the World Series in this very elegant restaurant while I'm playing piano with the sound off. Yep. I think I'll do another Irving Berlin song. And I think I've done this many times before, but I just love this song by Irving Berlin. Change Partners. Go figure. I don't know why I like this song, but it's about changing partners. Reminds me of a story in the history of my love life, but I don't have to go there right now. Just listen to the beautiful lyrics of this song by Irving Berlin. It reminds me of a joke. My best friend ran off with my wife. I sure am going to miss that guy. Ha 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 ha. Must you dance every dance with the same fortunate man? You have danced with him since the evening began. Won't you change partners and dance with me? Must you dance oh so close, with your lips touching his face? Can't you see I'm longing to be in his place? Won't you change partners and dance with me? Ask him to sit this one out, and when we're alone, I'll tell the waiter to tell him he's wanted on the telephone. You've been locked in his arms ever since heaven knows when. Won't you change partners, and then you may never have to change partners again. Ask him to sit this one out, and when you're alone, I'll tell the waiter to tell him he's wanted on the telephone. You've been locked in his arms ever since heaven knows when. Won't you change partners, and you may never have to change partners again. You may never have to change partners again. All right, thank you very much, everyone, for coming. I'm going to play the final goodbye song I usually like to play, For All We Know, or Every Time We Say Goodbye. Those are my two favorites. If you have another goodbye song you want to request, that's fine. Too late. I don't see one. Ha ha ha. I know there's a little bit of a lag. So, every time we say goodbye, I die a little. Every time we say goodbye, I wonder why a little. Why the gods above me, who must be in the know, think so little of me, they allow you to go. When you're near, there's such an air of spring about it. I can hear a lark somewhere begin to sing about it. There's no love song finer, but how strange the change from major to minor every time we say goodbye. Thank you all for coming. Thank you for listening and being a part of the group. That's all. Sunday, coming on again at 7 p.m. Eastern. See you then. Shalom. Mazel tov. Miles, so funny. I don't even know how do I get the, oh, here, this is how I do it.